What's up, guys? Got another video. That's right, you're getting two in 1 week. 2 in 1 week. Haven't done that in a little bit. So, checking out these Kleins. Part number J207-ECR. I think that's what the part number is. Or is it part number made in USA? It could be any one of them. Like I said, Klein. Yeah. This is my favorite tool that I've not that I've ever had, but is my favorite tool, especially at work. This is the best tool overall. I don't like multi tools. They usually do one thing really shitty, do another thing kind of okay. They're never good at everything, and then they're just very mediocre at best at everything, or almost useless in some of their abilities that they're supposed to have. But these are just fucking badass in every way. I mean, just they're killer. They're tougher than fuck. I've used them for like it's had been a year, I think. This is one of the only tools I've actually carried with me for that long, simply because of the fact that I fucking like it, and the way it's wearing is fucking awesome. Obviously, like all Kleins, you use them a little bit and they go nice and limp. They were a little bit stiff when I first got them. I mean, just very, very little bit, and took like 2 days, and they were like that, dropped right out. So they got a crimper, as you can see, and I like the way Klein always makes the way they make their crimpers. Does a really nice crimp. It's got a little divot in there. It's got some grippers there, which I don't use too often, but every once in a while for. I guess I use them for fish tapes every once in a while. Not really. Got a fucking nice needle nose here. Let me see if I can clean that up. And I use the shit out of it. I pull all kinds of stupid shit out of tiny little holes. And yeah, all the teeth held up fine. They got some dirt in there. So yeah, they just held up fucking phenomenally. I mean, I've put stuff in there that I shouldn't be cutting with these. Put channel locks over here to cut it. I mean, and they just don't give a. They don't care. And they got some bolt or machine screw cutters, whatever that 832, 632. So whatever. I've used that maybe a couple times, not very much. I don't have too big of a need. But as you can see, they worn it nicely. The handles are still fucking great. I'm pretty sure that black is molded into the whole way, so it's not like it's gonna wear out. If that matters to you. These grips have never slipped off, and they've been in all kinds of fucking fatty oils, greasy stuff. Oh, man, sorry guys. I'm really trying to cut back on saying bad terms, words, whatever. But anyways, strippers work awesome. They used to have, and they're still there. Let me see. And this is not rust. This is just, I've gotten chemicals on them, and it kind of seems to stain the metal. And maybe some of it is corrosion, but 18, 16, yeah, they got markings stranded and solid on both sides. And these things cut like a fucking hot damn. They're fucking super nice and easy. These things, like I said, use the piss out of them. And I've used them. I use the damn things as not a chisel, but just like like a chisel kind of, and tap on the back of this thing to get like a lock collar off. I was kind of in a hurry, obviously, and it just doesn't matter, dude. Like you can do. These are tougher than shit. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, the crimper or the cutter's fucking awesome. I mean, I guess I could show some wire. I just cut this jacket off like a real douchebag. Or jacket off, I mean. I guess I didn't need to cut it that far. I could have just fucking cut at the end. But whatever. So yeah, they watch me not be able to strip this wire. Just like that. I think I was using the wrong one. There you go. Like nothing. I mean, and they don't damage nothing. Nothing got fucking hurt. Nope. They're fucking awesome. There's like, I get some guys don't like this style. They say the stripping doesn't work as good, but that's, I don't know, that may not be true, but it doesn't matter. They've outdone every tool that I've tried to get. I've gotten the Knipex multi pliers, whatever. They got two different sizes, and they got a crimper that only works on those little tiny ferrule ones, which is useless to me. And they got a nice big cutter, like a cable cutter, and that does work good if you only cut cables with it. But I cut, like filler rod, like for stainless steel, just mechanics wire and all kinds of stuff. I cut stainless steel cable rope. Sometimes I'll cut that to for tags and stuff, and or all kinds of stuff. And obviously pulling wires, things like that. And if you ever ask any electrician, some of them I've heard this before. They say you're supposed to put it up to the light. This is kind of cheating because I'm using a flashlight, so it makes it more pronounced. But it honestly, you're supposed to be able to put them up to the light, and you shouldn't see any gap in there. Let's see if we can give you a good comparison. See, like, look, I'm sorry to blind you. See, there's no light coming through that, right? Because those are brand new. These are obviously older than dirt, or 1 year old, so you got some light. But like I was just showing you, they cut perfectly. I wish I had something thin to try to cut. Let's see. My favorite box of crayons. I mean, perfectly. Right to where the cutter's at. That's still pretty thick, but you get what I'm trying to get across there. So, like I said, if you need a great fucking multi-tool, you could put this in your bag and it will definitely replace the tools that it's supposed to. A needle nose, it does everything a needle nose will do. It's roughly the same width. It's a little bit thicker, but Klein generally does that a little bit anyways over channel locks. And these work just fine. But so it'll definitely replace these. Has the cutter and needle nose. That's what you use them for, right? So, and a crimper. It can replace your crimper. Sometimes if you need it on the end, you can usually finagle your way around if it's like in the control panel and still be able to crimp something. And the crimper's fucking amazing. So you're replacing this. I guess what else would you replace? You would be replacing a crimper. Sorry, like I was saying, you're replacing needle nose, wire strippers, technically dikes, sort of, and a crimper. And now I'll admit the crimping thing does lose some of its ability because it's not on the end. Still fucking works great. Stripping, I have a hard time saying that these work any better than these. A little bit, they do. These stamped styles seem to work good. And the needle nose, you basically have a pair of needle nose regardless. You could get that out of your toolbox. As long as the crimping thing won't affect you, you can crimp like this just fine. If you don't need the reach into something, you could get away from having all those for the most part, at least like 80% of stuff, if you just bought these. These are fucking badass. Like I said, I'm done drooling over them. I want to move on to something else, but like I said, I mean, I tried these, and these are stupid. These are way too heavy. I'm gonna carry them around my belt, and yeah, I might try some Southwire ones. I've seen those, but again, they got a cable cutter style of cutter, and I don't fucking like that. I need something heavy duty, and this is the fucking ticket, guys. Thanks for watching. Yeah, check it out. Instagram, Facebook, and I think that's all I got. Check you guys later.